Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. This quick video, I'm going to show you how you can utilize this software called BenchView to work with your Firefox, especially for auto data logging. And I'm going to show you how you can set it up and some walkthrough on the BenchView software that runs Firefox applications. So BenchView is just a platform that can run many other instruments measurements. So today we just focus on Firefox. Assuming that you have the Firefox connected to your computer and you are able to connect it via this connection expert. Its green tick means that the Firefox is healthy, active, connected to the computer, and we can just click BenchView. So this is a landing page for BenchView, and you can go with clicking this Firefox application, or we can go straight to the instruments. I found that this is easier. Just click on the Firefox because it's connected. So double click on that, and it will go straight to Firefox applications. And once you're in there, switch to SA mode. So if you see the screen here, so you're connected to Firefox without any problem. If you don't see it over here, what I would suggest is to go to Firefox. Go to escape, preset, and preset, and then restart the BenchView program again. Chances are the connectivity will restore. So I found that if it happens that you mess with the setting right now, you click escape so they become manual, local, and it will start messing with your setup. If I change this to 100 meg right now, so you can see that my Firefox is connected and it's updated 100 meg. So let's change the start to 500 meg. So it just take a while to communicate with the Firefox. Once it's done, you update the screen over here. So 100 meg to 500 meg, so 100 meg to 500 meg. And this is where all the settings are. So by default, everything will be close up, the tree. This is where you set the frequency, amplitude, reference level, sweep time, sweep number, points, bandwidth. So you can do all the settings here. So these are one-way directions from BenchView to Firefox. It doesn't go the other way from Firefox to BenchView. So from here you can save the image, like what you're seeing here, including all the buttons here. You probably know that you can't change anything by clicking the buttons here. Doesn't affect that because this is not a remote desktop. So we can save image, and then screen image a bit different. Get current screen means that to capture instrument screen image currently, so you can have something pop out on the Firefox screen right now and then capture that. And start is to trigger new measurements prior to image capture. Similar but slightly different. So this is to save the image using screen image. So if you want the data in CSV format, frequency and magnitude information, so you can come to here and do that. If let's say you want to save more than one trace per file, this is where you have to go to assay setting again, change the number of traces. So this way you can change to number of traces, trace 2, and then change the max hole, and then we update. And then we go to trace data, so we can choose whether we want trace 2 to be saved in part of the data. So you can go to trace, so we get current trace, so that is updated. Then we can choose to save it, save trace. We can have 2 traces here. If you just want trace 1, you can just untick this one and save. So we can one trace here. And the last one is data logger. Oh, that is very useful because let's see, you want to do this trace, select trace. Yeah. So this is very useful when you want to have a certain type of setting capturing your data, like Firefox. Normally we set it up in the field and you want to capture at a certain time, a certain interval, at a certain time period. So this is where you can do that. So you can choose to save it as a trace or screen capture. Let's start with this. Start logging immediate after start button is when you click the start. At specific time, you can set the time of the day when you start capturing that. This logging interval is how much interval you want in between traces. So let's say we set to 1 minute and 30 seconds and we want to capture 1 trace per 10 seconds. So this is how we're going to set up. So you can turn on trace 2 and we can start the trace, capture it. So you will see that there's one timer counting down depending on the interval that you set. So currently it's 10 seconds, it will count down 10 seconds, every 10 seconds we'll have one capture. So you notice that the button here changed from stop to start when the trace data logging done, and you can scroll back as to look at all the traces that you have saved. And then from there you can save the trace data into one single CSV format. So this is a quick overview what you can do with this bench view. So one more thing I want to show you is that, let's say in screen capture, I want to show my colleague in Office interference. I want to highlight that. So what I can do is I go to the image, change the color to this one, and then I do a pointer, and that, and I can put a label here. And I can change that font color, and I can save this as an image. This is how it looks like. I can put it in my report so that everyone understands what I'm talking about when I say there's an interference. It's here, not here. So this is what you can do with screen image. Let's have a quick look of what we can do in the editing mode. So pretty much the same for different tabs: setting, screen image, trace data, and data logging. It's just a bit different in terms of the setting, because spectral analysis and network analysis has different setup, different parameters, but overall the setting for bench view towards on Firefox is very similar what you can do with it. So if you click start, you'll get a new information. Like, let's say go to here. So currently it's in network analysis mode. Same thing, setup, screen image. Let's say we get a screen image, and we tell that we can put it there. This is good, and we can save it. Trace data is just to get the latest data, show it on here. Okay, we have to select this one. And the last one, data logger, similar to spectral analysis. Yeah, pretty much it covers all for bench view running for Firefox. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching.